It's something that's taken a lot of rigging, a lot of time to try and figure out where all the angles are going to go. It's going to be fabulous because it's all real. We're going to have him jump a real motorcycle off the end of the statue, swing around the nose, and land on the top. It's all one shot. Now, we will have to have CGI remove cables on the stunt guys, but other than that, everything you see is going to be real.
We all have 3 lives, and the way we find out about that is I'm talking to the group, and then I don't see behind me there's a giant hippo. Eats me whole.
A movie like this, which is visual effects driven, allows filmmakers to basically accomplish anything they can imagine. There's no limit to it.
It was important to me, if an alligator shows up, it should look like a real alligator.
When you have scenes where characters need to be interacting very physically with CG, for me it's very important that they're actually holding something to make sure the weight that they're interacting with is convincing.
Oh my God!
You do one with Chris, you do one with a double, you do one with a clean plate. Sometimes we do one with Chris and slide a green screen in behind him. Sometimes we do one with the double and put tracking markers on his face. Frankly, because we wanted to give the effects houses as much information as they needed, because we knew the process wouldn't be easy.
We photographed a body double, what we call a Skinny Steve, an English guy named Leander Deeney.
And he needs to be a scrawny loser. That's where I come in. He'll decide how he wants to do the scene, and I'll watch him do it 4 or 5 times, and then I do that and try and get an exact copy.
We did a few proof of concept tests, and I remember showing a section of the film, early rough cut footage of the rebirth scene, where there were a few shots of Chris Skinny, gets onto a table, goes into the pod opens up, reveals the muscles, and the people I was showing to, how did you add those muscles? That was amazing. What's that effect? How'd you add those muscles? And I went, that's not the effect. The effect is the skinny version. They go, really?
For me, the most important thing is the story that I'm telling. Whether it's a scary set piece or a dramatic moment, it all comes down to the characters, and if you care about them. Aquaman is very powerful, but what drives him comes from a very human place.
His story resonated with me instantly. He's not accepted here, not really accepted here. Definitely could identify with that.
I fell in love with the project and fell in love with Mira. She's no damsel in distress. She's a strong, badass, empowered superhero.
With Aquaman, the trick and also part of the fun is designing a whole different world that we've never seen before. And you don't need a cape to be able to do that.
These things definitely reflect on the immediate history of a character. They have an adventure of some kind, and if they're wearing that same costume through what they've experienced, say Valentine's jacket, generally with this film, everything is old. They have no resources, so everything is reused and recycled. Even the most well-to-do characters are wearing very, very old clothes. So they may seem clean and well presented, but they still need to have a feeling of an enormous amount of wear and age. How did I get into this mess? It was kind of an accident. I was tentatively hired to work for like 4 weeks on Lord of the Rings. 17 years later, and I'm still here. Breakdown's the kind of thing that if it's not there, people notice it. But if it's done well, it shouldn't really even cross your mind that it's there. My name is Hamish Brown, and I am a breakdown artist on Mortal Engines.